Hey guys, Vexo here. Welcome to my channel. Before I get started with my video, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for 100 subscribers. The growth recently has been insane. The Dramatic Pauses community is just so supportive. I am so thankful. Today I'm going to be going over 5 ways to maximize placement in Fortnite. The things I am going to be talking about today are somewhat hard to explain, and I will be trying to go in as much detail as possible. If there are any questions, be sure to comment down below or contact me through my Discord. Without further ado, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get right into the video. The first way to maximize placement is Deadside Rotations. Now, Deadside Rotations can be pretty hard to explain, so I will try to explain how Deadside works to the best of my ability. Then, I will give you a little quiz at the end. Deadside is basically the side of the circle where the least amount of players are going to be, therefore it being the safest place to be on the map. For example, if the zone pulled to the north side of the map, then the dead side would be right here. This is because, in this situation, BOIs like Slurpee, Fortilla, and Misty have to rotate really far and will have to rotate extremely early to get to zone safely, while people on the north side of the map can chill and do their own thing and might have to go out of their way to actually find a fight. So let's get started with the quiz. The question is worth 100 points, and if you get it wrong, then you fail. But don't worry, there are infinite retakes. If the zone pulls right here, where is the dead side? A, the northwest side of the circle. B, the northeast side of the circle. C, the southwest side of the circle. Or D, the southeast side of the circle. If you chose answer D, southeast side of the circle, then you are correct. Good job! All jokes aside, the most correct answer is D. While the southwest side of the circle is somewhat dead, the most optimal place to be is the southeast side of the circle. This is because there is no POIs around here, and the only people that are actually there are the people that landed there. If you would like a more in-depth tutorial on how to play Deadside and why it is effective, leave a comment down below or contact me through my Discord. Now that you have a decent understanding of what Deadside is, I will try my best to cover how to actually use this knowledge to your advantage. For example, if you land Holly and you happen to get this zone, I would rotate south side instead of just running straight in. This is because if I run straight in, players from Salty, Weeping, and Sweaty can rotate into you. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather rotate into somebody rather than have somebody rotate into me and just grief my entire game. This is why in this situation I would go south and try my best to get as far south as possible, then make it into zone. The most ideal rotate here would look like this. The second way to maximize placement is to land at a spot with fishing holes. Fishing is one of, if not the best way to get placement points in Fortnite. I actually made a video on drop spots for fishing holes. Even though the boat glitch got patched, the spots covered in that video will still hold up fairly well in solos. Deadside Rotations plus floppers in arena games is extremely broken as you are able to sit in zone with floppers, slurpfish, etc. while completely avoiding fights. And if you do end up storm fighting or just fighting in general, not only will there most likely not be any third parties, but you may also have the upper hand considering you have the best white heals in the game. Sitting in zone with floppers and cruising around in a boat to Deadside is a very efficient way to get points. Here is my loot landing at boat launch, a flopper spot located right here, and a spot that was also covered in my last video. Like I said earlier, you really can't go wrong with landing at a flopper spot. The third way to maximize placement is camping. While this method is somewhat frowned upon by the community, the player with the most arena points right now, Mars or W, consistently sits in his 1x1 or in a building throughout each game he plays. He does this because he is at Division 10, losing 70 points each game. If he were to take a fight before top 25, other than the fights he takes off spawn, then he would lose a considerable amount of points. I will say, however, that camping shouldn't be the only method you use to get points. It is extremely effective, but in solos you need to know how to fight. And how are you going to learn how to fight if you are camping the entire time? I recommend to try to get 1 or 2 kills before top 15. This way you are getting good fighting experience and setting yourself up for the endgame. The fourth way to maximize placement is the use of cars. Cars are a very underrated way to get placement points in arena. Using a car to get to center zone or to rotate around Deadside can sometimes guarantee you some placement. Please keep in mind that each car does different things. Prevalence, taxis, and Lambos all have 800 HP. Prevalence and taxis go about the same speed, while Lambos can go up to 80 miles per hour, but they burn gas much faster. There are two trucks as well, the pickup truck and the towing truck. My favorite vehicle in Fortnite, the pickup truck, has 1000 HP and goes faster on land. It also is pretty good about not eating up too much gas. And finally, the towing truck. It has 1200 HP and can go fairly quickly, but it isn't very quick on land though. Here is a clip of one of my students taking full advantage of the car strategy in a solo scrim. The truck is just so tanky and it can drive pretty quickly on land. What I like to do is rotate around to Deadside using a car and then camp, or look for other players to fight from there. This way I am able to really choose my fights and I don't really have to worry about any third partying as well. The fifth and final way to maximize placement is to carry mobility. I've coached about 50 different players and just about all of them tell me about how much they love their SMG. What they don't realize is that the mobility this season is too good not to carry when you have the opportunity to do so. Dropping your green SMG for 2 shockwaves should be a no-brainer. All you need is a shotgun and an assault rifle. Shockwaves can help you disengage and they can also help you rotate. Crash pads are good for W keying and getting out of sticky situations. They are also pretty common. Trust me, try dropping your submachine gun for a game and you'll be farming points like a madman. That'll be all for me today. If you enjoyed this type of Fortnite content, be sure to hit the like button for more educational videos just like this one.